years away. Why do we need to hear that now? Well, I'm going to answer that with a little magic trick. I need a volunteer. I need a volunteer who codes on a daily basis. Do we have any coding members in the audience that could help us out here?
I have Danielle as a participant that will be able to assist you.
Oh, excellent. Danielle.
Yes.
How long have you been coding?
I've been coding for about 3 years.
Really? What's your specialty?
Cardiothoracic surgery.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a fun specialty. Can you tell me, what's the ICD-10 code for hypertension?
401.9.
401.9. How about a UTI?
599.0.
And coronary artery disease?
414.00.
Excellent. Now, Danielle, that's an ICD-10 book sitting beside you, isn't it?
It is.
Good. I want you to look up those 3 diagnoses in that ICD-10 book, okay?
Okay.
Now, it's really hard to code when there's a whole bunch of people, like, listening to you and waiting on you, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep talking. And if you'll just raise your hand when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, all the talk is about 50-10 and making sure vendors are ready to test and your software is ready. But 50-10 is truly just the opening act here. ICD-10 is the real headliner. So what's the big deal? Are the codes really that different? In a word, yes. If any of you happen to do facility coding, you are in for quite a treat because there are no DRG codes in ICD-10. I haven't gotten a good look at the facility code set, but the codes are all options. So, for example, there's an option for endoscopic surgery, an option for percutaneous surgery, open surgery, or no surgery. There's an option for a monitoring device, an infusion device, or no device. There's an option for diagnostic treatment or treatment services. You use these different options to build a unique code for every patient that enters your facility. If you look on page 12, there are some codes there, some ICD-10 codes. And you'll see that the diagnosis codes are not that different but from the ICD-9s, but they are very different. In format, ICD-10s are a capital letter followed by 2 alphanumeric characters, then a decimal point, and 0 to 4 alphanumeric characters after that. The alphanumeric characters are either numbers or lowercase letters. For example, capital M1 small a dot 0111 is idiopathic chronic gout of the right shoulder with tropus. ICD-10s are organized a little bit differently than ICD-9s, and they use a different hierarchy for choosing multiple codes. In fact, ICD-10s really don't resemble ICD-9s in any way, shape, or form. This truly is the biggest change in medical billing in 25 years, and for a lot of people, it's going to be a lot like going back to kindergarten and learning to read and write all over again because you know the ICD-9s from memory. The way you use ICD-10s and the ICD-10 book is the same, but the codes themselves are incredibly different. One of the major differences is that ICD-10s are coded based on the underlying cause of a condition. So infective arthritis is no longer coded as arthritis by an infective agent, also lists the code for the infective agent, like it is in ICD-9. In ICD-10, it's coded by the infecting organism, then as arthritis. It's the exact opposite. Now, there is a code for unspecified arthritis, but many insurance carriers are taking the stance that ICD-10 contains enough detail, it shouldn't be necessary to use unspecified codes. And if you've been treating a patient for 5 years and you still don't know what kind of arthritis they have, you're probably not providing very good quality of care, and insurance carriers are no longer going to pay for suboptimal care. Now, we all know that the physician knows what kind of arthritis the patient has. It's just easier to say arthritis than to say osteoarthritis or staph-induced arthritis. And we also know how easy it is to get a physician to change their habits sometimes. The problem here is that even if you get your physician to tell you the patient has osteoarthritis, that too is an unspecified code. You need the location. And even if you get your physician to tell you that it is generalized osteoarthritis, that is also an unspecified code. You need to know if it's primary, secondary, or erosive. and osteoarthritis and osteoarthropathy are no longer the same codes in ICD-10. They are in ICD-9. So we're about to have a whole lot of fun. Oh, look, our volunteer is done. Excellent.